Hey, welcome back. It's Sarah Roadworthy. I wanted to talk about my reading plans for 2024. This is really hard for me because I'm very much a mood reader. And so I don't like to hem myself in with sort of required reading because it doesn't work for me. I can't do TBRs. I can't stick to them. It's hard for me to do readathons because it suddenly feels like required reading. And so I think I would like to participate in more readathons and maybe one or two books. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. I haven't decided to commit to that. And that's partly because I don't like that required reading aspect to readathons. That's why I don't produce videos about that or produce TBR videos or, I'm very much a spontaneous mood reader. But I definitely have aspects to my reading life that I want to make sure that I'm continuing. So here they go. Here they are. 2 off my shelf every month. I have literally one bookcase that has 3 shelves on it that I can hold books on. And that shelf is jammed packed. So I'm bringing in more books into the house than I am reading. So I have to do at least 2 books from my own shelf every month. I also want to do at least 1 nonfiction book per month. I started reading nonfiction during COVID and finding that I really kind of enjoy it. I'm still trying to figure out what types of nonfiction I like, but I definitely want to make sure that I keep up with nonfiction reading and make sure that's a consistent part of my reading diet. I also want to make sure that I continue to read a book from a member of marginalized community. This shouldn't be hard for me. Like, this is not a stretch. It's just, I want to be thoughtful and intentional and make sure that, this continues to be part of my diet. I do read a lot of books by marginalized authors, but they tend to be authors sort of around the world. So maybe reading novels from African authors, for example, or, Indigenous authors or queer community members. And I enjoy all of that, but I sort of realized I really want to focus and make sure I'm reading marginalized voices from my own country. I feel like when I do read American authors, I guess I've never really paid attention to how white they are or male or, I guess I've never really thought about sort of my American/British reading too hard, and I want to be more intentional and make sure when I am reading American authors that I am making sure that I am reading marginalized American voices. I want to make sure I'm continuing to read translated fiction, so making sure I read at least one translated book a month. Again, not something that I don't think should be hard for me, but again, just something I want to make sure I'm being thoughtful about. I have one reading project. I reached out to Melinda at Web of Stories and asked if she would be interested in doing a year-long reading project where we are reading books from Indigenous authors from the Pacific Northwest. This came about because I do read Indigenous literature, but you know, I feel like it's a lot of voices from maybe Canada, the Great Lakes area, the Plains, you know, and not that that's bad, obviously, but I realized I don't read very many books by authors in my own community, my own backyard. And I feel like my knowledge about issues, stories from, you know, the Coast Salish peoples is really terrible. And I feel like I really need to do a better job with that. And so Melinda lives in Oregon, and I thought that she might be interested in a project like this, and yay, she is. So we're still sort of getting the details together of what we're going to read, the schedule, blah blah blah. But I'm really excited to again be focusing more on Indigenous voices in my own Pacific Northwest backyard. So that's it for my reading plans for 2024. This feels all very doable. You know, I hate to make plans and goals and then not be able to achieve them. So, you know, this is more making sure I continue to focus on the reading that brings me joy, but the reading that I feel is helping me continue to grow and learn and be a better global citizen. So, yeah, so I'm excited. I'd be curious to hear what other people's plans are for 2024. I'm imagining we're going to start seeing those videos of people's reading plans starting to come out. So I'm kind of excited to see what other people have in the works for the upcoming year. All right, thanks.